sweet kiss our little. Now for go alone, yeah. Sweet kiss our liver. Now for go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a volcano, it way to capsize. Sweet, kiss our liver. Not for go alone. Human being can eat it, or a creature can eat it. Kiss our liver, oh, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go alone. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, oh, by your fine, may in your favor. Well, people do to you, you go to cry. As I know for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. Our time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. Sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Kiss our liver. Sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. You take it from me right today, oh, Mary will take it from you tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, folks. Welcome to BKS Television here this evening. Welcome to the Heat Out program. This is your regular show that comes to you every Monday to Sunday, beginning at 8 o'clock Liberia time to 10 o'clock Liberia time. My name is Junior Payne, your host of the show. I'm here with Afanso Wumba, one of the hosts of the show here this evening. We have a couple of stories up for you this evening. But before we bring key our headlines for today, let's say good evening to all of you who are following the platform. Welcome to the show this evening at Ebenezer Took by watching us. I don't know where you're watching us from this evening, but Ed, welcome to the show. How you doing? Let's say good evening to the people in your Butu town, Nima County, Electoral District 5. Good evening, Afanso. Welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief?
Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here.
Afanso, I think I never want to give you problem. Oh.
Wow. Say good evening. It's a pleasure to be here on the show. Getting me?
Great having you on here, Afanso. Yeah, I'm getting you now. Great having you on here. And it's good for us to be together again to discuss issues in the interest of our people, issues affecting our people in Liberia. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty well, and as God will have it, we stay alive, so we give the thanks and appreciation to God as well. I know that there's like something wrong with Gion, system. Or RBA, you will soon be joining us. Let me see how I can get him in here. Okay. What's going on, John?
I think my computer wanted to give problems, so I had to switch from one side to another to be able to
Yeah.
get a very good signal. But again, we are great to be
Yeah.
here. It's good to be on the show. As always, we are here to discuss the interests of our people, and hopefully, at least we can be able to discuss much more things tonight. Shadrach is already here. One of our guests is in the back already. I'm about to send the link to Yeleseva, the reserve inline. I don't know, deacon or pastor. I don't really know. But Alfonso, let's hear you. What's on your mind this evening? I mean, a couple of things happening in Liberia, man. What's on your mind, Chief?
There are so many issues on my mind. Just like maybe we we came a little bit late, so but just to highlight few is the
Mm-hmm.
issue of our county. Couple of days ago, our senator was on the media discussing the issue or the happening between him and the vice president. And I feel as a senator of the county was very early to have had a kind of a session on the state rate, I mean on social media, on the social platform. It was something to reach out to the elders and other people, permanent citizens in the county first when there is when there has been no settlement or when there is no settlement between them, then he can reach to the public. To start with the public before going to others and other things I felt it was not a good leadership start. They same fight they did with Senator Johnson when you were alive. It shouldn't be the same fight. They should continue for power, 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 power. And the next thing is that the superintendent of our county, the way in which she handling the development issue of the county, I'm concerned. I'm concerned to know that because in the past we've been complaining from the very Senator Johnson and all of legislative caucus at the time that they were spending our resources in the way of, I mean, a manner and form where we will not have any other benefit in the future. Spending on government official, the same government official getting benefits, salary, and other things, but still spending our money on them by buying vehicle for superintendent, for by buying motorbike for commissioner and other people in the county that are on government payroll. We felt at the time was not a good thing for us. And to come to this point where government will be giving the county social development fund, the asset mental giving you money, we're not thinking how we will be putting us on structure that people will be renting, will be getting money back, but we will be, John, you are muted anyway, but we will be like, yeah, we will be like but spending our resources behind government institutions, government buildings, and other things. I feel there is no dividend we're getting from that. I feel we have been cheated by the government. It is a good thing. The innovation she had to improve on the infrastructure is good, but the way she's doing it, I feel it's a disservice to the people of Nima. She had to rethink. She and her crew, they had to rethink. If they don't rethink, we will form a group for a massive protest in our country. It will not be a good thing for her.
Thank you, Alfonso. I know you have a couple of things on your mind, but let's welcome the mother of the show this evening, Madam Lorena Donker. Good evening and welcome to the show. We're coming to you very shortly. Let's recognize some of our folks that are watching us on Facebook and YouTube. Eugene W. Perry is watching us from Nizo Community, Monserrato County. I know the men
So
and the men New York win. So all the
they
men in
picking
Monrovia, my man.
they picking now go moreover because cut off with they picking they
All the
picking
men in Monrovia. UG is in
he
Monrovia. It
he
is
need to go
Macaulay.
back to he need to go back to NU and complete a study.
Yeah, no. That's too all in that thing. Nathaniel T. Nathaniel Dick. I think Dick Lee is also watching us this evening from
I'm just joking. I'm not picking now.
Monrovia, Liberia. Nathaniel, welcome to the show. Mikael Winston is also watching us from Sanicole in Nima County. Solomon Nenkeyon Sami is also watching us on Sanicole. Siliki Tori is also watching us this evening. Nathan D. Okay, Nathan, we recognize you already. Folks, welcome to the show here this evening. We got a couple of issues to discuss as part of our lineup for today. Former Representative Kennedy, or I don't know, I should say
I
defeated
mean, you don't work
Representative.
one our man.
I welcome you,
Our
Omar.
man looking shy, you.
I welcome her already. Yeah, we got no time. Um, our first guest on the show this evening will be former representative candidate of Electoral District 5, Nema County, Boris Ballier. Boris Ballier is going to be our first guest on the show today. And after that, we'll usher in our second guest on the show. Our second guest is an expert in public health. We're going to be asking him all of the public health questions here this evening. Mr. Avatus Nyamiane will be our second guest on the show. But while we await Boris to join us in studio, let's welcome our mom, the lone female, the lone female among the men, the gentlemen. Let's welcome you to the show this evening. How you doing, mom?
I'm okay,
Welcome.
Chiron. Thank you. And good evening to all the panelists, and good evening to our viewers and listeners in Radio Line.
It's good having you on here again. Yesterday, I don't know what happened to your network. We tried bringing you on, but you dropped. But let's hear you what's on your mind in 1 minute. From you, we'll go to Shadrach Prentice while we still await Boris Ballier to join us. Honorable Boris Ballier.
Yes, yesterday I was in the back waiting, and you couldn't bring me on, so I just left after some time. Yeah, but I heard Alfonso was giving his I think his training issue. I don't know. He was talking about Nima. I didn't get the full story because I just joined when you were in it. So what was that about? Then maybe I can pick up from there.
Alfonso picking
Did he
fight
ask
with
a
the
question or he
superintendent.
was just
I,
saying,
I'm
eh?
No,
I'm 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 picking
so
fight with
I'm
the
asking his
superintendent.
mind. You can tell us
That
what's on your mind. After you will go to Shadrach, we already have Boris in the back. Let's hear you what's on your
that
mind.
she want to hear my side pick it
Okay.
up.
So, so for me, what's on my mind is the fact that BKS did an interview with Senator Koga. It's the most trending thing in the internet space in Liberia. But Silas Spoon posted our recording and did not give us credit. And as a credible institution they are, they should know that we deserve credit for that because people took all their time, their energy, burn data, and to conduct that interview. And they just posted without credit. So I think that was a service to us. And I hope the next time they share a video from any platform, not only BKS, they should be able to give credit to the original author of that video. That's what should be in a professional space. That's why you should do, give credit to the original author of whatever you are sharing. So that's why I'd like to start with this evening. Maybe when Boris come out, we can move on.
Yeah, the honorable man is already in the bag with eating his time on the show. But let's hear you, Shadrach. In 1 minute, tell us what's on your mind this evening. And Prentice can close out on this segment, and then we usher our guests in studio. But let's recognize Alvin Cannon watching us on Thingsville City. Marcos Nyanti is also watching us this evening. They say that their ball change ball. Sagacious is watching us from Gibi FM in Kakara City, Gibi County. Let's hear you, Shadrach.
All right, thank you, Junior, and good evening to everybody here this evening, and good evening to our mother, Sister Larina. So, like she rightly said, almost all the platforms that posted that particular video, they never gave credit to the source of that information. How Liberian media works. You don't take some information and just post it that you the one did the interview whatsoever. You give the source and the credit to where it coming from. And it's bad in our society. People need to work on their platform and how they post information. Again, so some of all who been branded as a cool supporter, spokesperson for the government, sometimes we want to speak with issues. People will see as a one-sided. Like if I correctly said, Senator Coker came out wrongly. It may have dissatisfaction, which is it could be genuine. but the manner in which it was addressed publicly on the media without reaching to his brother, or as he referred to his little brother, and that very day he said, even today we're together, he gave me 100,000. So all these things, you should have at least have some level of confidentiality, adequate professionalism, and keep call on others or talk to your brother. My man, this is why I feel things not going well with me, and the way I've been treated within our party or the baby see me is not okay. But to just begin
Thank
a
you.
brother on media, and I think it was this service to the vice president.
I think the senator did great. Political reward is not in heaven, my man. Let's be real to the issue. Like, political reward not
You're
in
not
heaven.
saying
I
having
mean,
My
what we
man,
say is
there is.
no,
I
engage
mean,
the person one on one. Engage
we
others when you refuse to respond to your question, of course, you can't public. Nobody said, for example, no, we wasn't having.
okay, we will come back to that discussion. I mean, you guys want us to have it lengthily analyzed here on the show tonight. We're going to do that. We'll bring people to analyze that discussion, whether it was right or not. But let's see how you bring this. What's on your mind this evening? Welcome to the show, Chief.
Good evening to everybody. Good evening to my mom, Sis Lorena, and let me say good evening to everybody following us through the social media and BKS in Nimba. It's good being with everybody this evening, and I think we put it has been a concern, not just that we're raising it here, but I think sometimes copyrights are not mostly given to the rightful owners, which is a major intellectual property violation in our country. So when we see credible media sources sharing our work and not giving us credit, it should be of concern. And we just want to raise that so that those doing it, I know the CEO and I will talk about it at some point in time. It seemed like promotion for us, even though, but at least the rightful thing, and they're in a professional space as media houses, they understand that it's supposed to cite us as reliance of that information. However, uh, at least the information went forth. Whether the timing was right, the information was right or wrong, that could be another discussion for another day, and I will be looking forward to that interaction. So again, this evening I look forward to more engaging and informative and educative discussion.
Thank you, Prentice. Thank you so much. I needed to welcome the honorable man with his song, but I'm trying to lay my hands on it. I'm not getting it. Again, let's say good evening to all of you and welcome to the show this evening. It's going to be a wonderful discussion. Like we said earlier in our intro, we will be in conversation with Honorable Boris B. Balier. Boris Balier is one of the representative candidates that contested in the just ended Nima County District 5 by-election. Good evening, Honorable Bali. Welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief? You are
you are muted.
muted. Mute yourself.
Okay, I'm trying to get connected on my laptop right now on the phone, but I find it a bit difficult. So uh, while I try, I think with this we can,
Yeah,
be
with this.
going ahead.
Mhm.
Okay,
Most,
thank you very much, and I think I'm very happy to be with you guys tonight. I see another lady. Okay, please let me recognize her. Hold on. Okay, I would try while we go ahead because I like find it a bit difficult.
okay.
Okay,
Welcome.
good evening, and good morning, good afternoon, wheresoever your location are today. And we want to be very grateful to the BKS TV for allowing us tonight to appear again. I think this is my second time.
Yeah, this is your second time. I mean, when the election was over, you were one of the person that immediately when you arrived I think to a coverage area, you started calling all of those that check up on you during the time you were in the bush. You called me, we
Yes.
spoke. How is it
Mhm.
with you currently?
Well, thank God, currently we are fine, and we think moving forward things will be the way we want it.
You know, we would like to hear from your mouth because without further ado, let's cut through the chase tonight. Your case at the court, how far is it?
Well, we had two two cases at the court, one before the election and one after the election. So the one before the election I have to do with criminal, activity, because when we complain to election commission, they, choose to refer that matter to the justice ministry because it was criminal in nature. So for that, uh, we still wait for the central government or the Ministry of Justice through the national police to really, tell or to move on, because as we speak, there have been no arrests and our property and life were threatened, material were looted. That case, even the senator that tried to intervene into the election matter that allow us to withdraw the election matter from the election magistrate, he himself uh, realized that the issue with the criminal issue need to be investigated. So we wait, because it's a criminal matter. We stay trying to get our acts together as to how to approach it. But with the issue of the election, from several cause, including the senator and stakeholders and permanent people in the country, even outside of the country, we decided to withdraw the matter from the court. So as we speak, we have withdrawn that and waiting for the election commission to maybe do the needful by certificating the winner that were pronounced by them, so that they were
Wow. He's using his phone, and I think somebody is calling him. But it's going to be a good conversation. After here, we'll go to Alfonso to ask his two questions. From Alfonso, we go to Sis Lorena, Prentice, Shadrach. And maybe we can call it a day for our first guest. But again, if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Heat Hour here on BKS Television. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. Tonight, we are in conversation with Honorable Boris Balier. Boris Balier is a former representative candidate in the just ended District 5 by election in Nima County. Let's see if we can get to him to rejoin us in studio. Alfonso, you can take control for now. Let me go in the back to settle one or two.
Oh yeah, thank you, John. Let's be there, be discussing some issues. Like, printers when when the issue of how they call it, the appearance of the senator, whether it was timely or not, when he appears, you ready to discuss it lengthily. I like that, but we will try to bring that on here because he's our leader, though. But I feel, in my own opinion, like when I started, it was very early to start to complain the vice president in the form and manner in which he did on the platform without telling us that he had reached out to elders and other people, permanent citizens of the county, to intervene. But he did not. He just came out to say why he, even if you have your outburst, sometimes you got to, reach to your neighbor or other people to discuss them. That was my view on it. It was very early for a part. John, you back, right?
Yeah, Alfonso, I don't want us to dive into that issue
No,
because when we
but
go into it,
he wasn't here, so I was just throwing down what
yeah,
I said. That's all.
we will have a lot more to say on it. Opposition carry our own say. I'm seeing a couple of people posting on social media saying that
He can become vice president.
Vice President 29. Shadrach Togbe, who is also a strong supporter of the Vice President, will have his son to say. But again, the senator is not a kid. All of us here know the senator. Probably there have been some work behind the scene with the Vice President, and he has not used any result. But if you listen to him lengthily, if you listen to him keenly on the show that day, he said he has had some conversation with the Vice President, but unfortunately, the Vice President will leave those conversations and then do something in the contrary to those conversations that they have had. So if somebody who had a meeting, I mean, like they were in a gathering together, leave the space and comes to the media to say something, that means something is happening that even the elders will not settle. Because
sometimes you sometimes trace a history of Samuel Koga with that of Prince Johnson. No, that trace a history for with Samuel Koga with that of Prince Johnson. That same power fight after MDR, I mean, or NUDP at the time they did that fight. Let me say clearly here that my own opinion, not anybody's opinion. That people don't like power. If he not here at the forefront, it shouldn't be anybody. He fought that battle with Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson didn't survive. They stopped the whole party. So I know all that thing.
Listen,
that's your business. That's your business.
I want to ask you, Junior. I don't have one question.
That's your business.
Go ahead, ask me, Shadrach.
So
we still with the guests to join us. While we do that, we're going to be discussing other issues. But let me hear you, Shadrach.
Let me say, Senator Koga has some disagreement, 100%. I did not disagree with that. But then let me ask you, when did he become senator of Nema? How many months on? And when appointments were paid in government?
Do you want me to answer the question, Shadrach?
Yeah, go ahead.
Senator Koga became senator for let's say close to two to 3 months now. He became senator. He was certificated close to 3 months now.
Good. Now, let's assume that when he became senator 3 months, he been making some recommendations that he had not gone through.
Listen, we are all panelists on the show, but I think the way you guys analyzing the senator's statement is quite wrong. The senator didn't say when he became senator, he made recommendations. He said, the vice president is my brother. We have discussed some issue behind the scene. He will do something contrary to that. He didn't talk about recommendation. According to him, he said, I have never made any recommendation in this government. Nobody that is working in the government that I have recommended. So let us stop tracing the conversation, going here and there. One thing I can say here is
don't be on the defensive for him. We all analyze his statement.
I want to analyze his statement clearly. One thing I can say here is that politics.
Can I say
Malala, coming to you.
Let Lorena say something, John. Rest it. Host, I beg you, rest it. Let Lorena say something.
What would you say?
The problem is that we all will not have the same opinion on the show. All right,
they think they your bro issue your life. Let Lorena say something.
So for me, while we know that political rewards are not in heaven, we also know that as leader, emotional intelligence is key. So everybody will have issues. Everybody will have disagreement. Even twins, triplets, they can have quarrel. But the way you handle a quarrel is what matters. So not saying that Senator Koga shouldn't have expressed and said, like when I call him, he said, Mama, what news? I said, I'm very best. He said, what happened? And I think
we'll come back to the issue. Welcome back, Honorable Boris. How you doing?
Yeah. Sorry, these are some of the things we're talking about. I have to even use different devices to even reconnect.
Okay,
thank you very much.
It's good having you on. Since your network is giving problem, let's be very fast with the interview. It's more of like an appreciation to the people at District 5. So I think yeah, we can be fast with that. But let's hear you on the court issue. Who the case is
Well,
against?
yeah, like I was saying,
Mhm.
there were several interventions initiated by the senator and stakeholders within Liberia, the district, and also outside of the district. And having, carefully listened and observed and consulted with our people, we decided to relinquish or withdraw the election case at the election magistrate. So we did that, but we still have the criminal issue that have to do with our properties and other things, and even lives that were threatened and material that were looted. We reported that to Election Commission, and they referred that case to the Ministry of Justice. So we still wait to go through that one. But for the election matter, we are beyond that now.
You are muted.
With the criminal case you're talking about, I wanted to know whether, I mean, who the case is against at the court.
It has not reached to the level of court, but what we did,
Okay.
the case we complained the NDR and then Kennedy Koto Kwagru as a range leader with 43 or 44%, and some are still to be identified by those that will be invited. So the case is against uh, Kennedy Koto Kwagru and the NDR.
Honorable Boris, you have already accepted the result. I think it's much prudent enough that we call him representative elect instead of
Although
Kennedy
we
because
were
the election is over.
referring to the content of the case at the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
No, I was
Now,
referring to the content of the case because it happened before the election.
I will stop here for now and I will hear from the rest of the panelists. Alfonso, welcome. Boris is here. Your two questions to him. After you, we go to Shadrach, then we go to Madam Lorena, the Prentice, then we continue with the show. Let's hear you, Alfonso.
Thank you, Boris. Firstly, let me appreciate you for accepting, reconsidering your decision and no against the pronounced winner of the election, only
Yeah.
because we want peace in our district.
Exactly.
Let me also commend you for, how to call it, conducting yourself, through the electionary period in the district. But this question is, you are accepted Koto as the winner of the election.
Mm-hmm.
And before going to election, you got some, plight that you wanted to go through you when you were maybe let me say when the district had elected you. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if the plight can be accepted by Koto. In fact, if you can propose those plight to Koto to be implemented if necessary.
Okay, thank you very much. Since this is my first after the election, I think let me take this time to appreciate every one of you who play part into the election process. Even those of you that are away, were talking to people, and then the elections were conducted. I want to appreciate even those who didn't support us. Now that we have decided to accept the result of the election, we want to appreciate everyone and tell everyone a very big thank you. Uh, District number 5, Buyao, is bigger than all of us. Because of peace, we accepted result, and we want to tell all of our supporters uh, to remain kind. Let's focus on the development of our district, our county, and the country. Let's make sure that whosoever bringing idea that will benefit our people, we support it. To answer your question, uh, I'm very open. Even as we speak, Yellow Machine are still in the district working. That tells you how committed we are to bringing development into the district. Uh, Unlike in the past, there have been several saying that, in fact, Senator don't be rule, Representative don't be rule. There were other rules that we built that people refer to as government rule. As individual and permanent citizens from there to take the initiative that we can boast that every community, major community in our district now have access to rule, one way or the other. We think it's a effort that you don't need to forget. Some of all what we invested in our district in a period of time, even if we were elected a representative, 2 3 years salary cannot bring what we really invested. So we were doing that with the mind that other people that will come will learn that, oh yes, this thing can happen. With the adage from the Bible that say, can any good thing come from Nazareth? Can somebody build road in district number 5? Yes, it's possible. Moving forward, those who like the representative elect, if he really open up to us, we are also open, because whatsoever we'll be doing development wise will not impact human being, single person or a group, but we impact the entire district. So we think we will continue what we're doing, and we'll also be open up to share ideas. Even those of you that are there, like I talked to a few of our colleagues there of recent time, I even want us to form a unit that will drive the development initiative of our district, of our county and country. Those of you who are opportune to be on our side, we are also on a side that at least we had a time that you may not have. We may have the ideology that you can support, that our district will benefit from. So we are open up to working with the representative elect if inducted and he want us to really do. We will also be suggesting some good idea. We hope that those ideas should be seen in good faith so that our people can benefit.
Okay, my second question comes that maybe the first one it was not too clear. So let me make the one clear that this. If
Okay.
you were to be elected, maybe you would like to have 100 days or 90-day deliverables. Now
Mhm.
that you are now elected and the other side was elected, another quarter is elected, from your campaign manifesto, what are the 3 key things you can recommend to the elected, representative to undertake?
Well, for now, like if you say, if we're going to be elected, on our agenda, on our campaign, platform for the district, we have rural, we have agriculture, we have women and youth empowerment. And each of the, component come with different, packages. So we will also be open up the development, the road to development is rural. For Booyah to be developed, road should be a top on the priorities. So with the issue of roads, we'll be waiting up to see, to share our knowledge, our idea, and our resources with whosoever that we champion a cause. Because even if we're going to be elected, we'll continue to be meeting the role. So since we have opened those roads, we also wait to see by dry season to see how we can polish those roads, how we can, work on cover and bridges. Those are in our confine. And then we also waiting to hear from the representative elect to call us to share our development idea with his team and his office so that we can move on with the development of the district.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's welcome to the show this evening, Aloysius Yawumi. It's been a really, really long time. Welcome again. ULSFI, welcome to the show. Let's hear you, Shadrach. Your 2 questions to Honorable Boris. After you, we go to Madam Lorena. From her, we go to Printers, Aloysius, Yillis, then the rest of the folks.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you. And good evening to senior brother Boris.
Yeah, good evening, and
So,
from my end.
Thank you, Simba. Thank you so much for being linear and listening to the senator to accept the results. That is good leadership. That no tells no order. You are not able for leader or power. My question has to do with the first case where you talk about criminal case instead of election of violence. Now, I saw a post from you that you were attacked during the campaign process, and I also saw a post from the representative elite Koto on the Koto Kwagu that people were also attacked. We were not in the district to see actually what happened. So you were there at the time and one of the leaders. Can you actually explain to us and clarify or how the thing took place?
Well, thank you very much. Like you said, we posted the event. Look at the two posts. Our post detail pictorial evidence of what happened to us. Myself also read the representative elect post, the Dan Kennedy. It was just a post with nothing attached. So with the issue of the criminal case, when cases are before the authority, you don't really, go into detail. But I want you to make reference to our posts at the time. We said we were attacked and our property was damaged. Our campaign material were looted because we were heading to a close of our campaign rally that's supposed to be in Butuo. And human being was wounded, people were shot, that the evidence are attached to our posts that we, made that day. So we will not want to explain detail now because that's a case. And we expect to follow that case to the letter because when we wrote to the election commission thinking that was the election violence, they told us no, this case is criminal in nature, so we cannot handle it. They filed it to the justice ministry, and once they go to the justice ministry, we expect the police, the CID, whosoever to take charge, uh, summon people or arrange people for court proceeding. So we now want to explain detail. We are posted with evidence at the time, and these evidence are also in our custody to be presented before a competent court of jurisdiction.
All right, no problem, Chief. My second question. So
Yes.
if I still to be corrected, you are contesting now. I think this is your third time now contesting in the district. So what you think actually your problem or limitation or some of what are you lacking that you are contested three times and you haven't won election or at least what is your limitation in that district?
Well, thank you very much. For the sake of peace, we accept the result. So if we start going back, I will tell you, say I won the election. The issue about the election is almost like I quoted the other day on one of the news outlet that 1985 election repeat itself in district number 5, 2005, 2025. So the 2025 repeated 1985 general election in Liberia. So I will not want to go back to what this is why I even telling people thank you because the people of the district voted. Yes, they actually voted per net result. They say over 15% of the total registered voter in the district voted. I say it was understated because the by-election as compared to other by-election in the past, the turnout, even the this one senatorial election in Nima, the by-election, the turnout was very poor as compared to Booyah district by-election. So we have accepted the result pronounced by election commission. So we now want to say this is why, because if we go that, I mean, we even did well this time. That's why we got the result we got. I have contested twice, I have not come second place, and I have never taken people to court after election. I have never had interaction or problem with election violent or criminal nature like this going election. So I think
Thank
the
you.
election in the Booyah is progressing.
Thank you so much. Let's welcome to the show, Madam Lorena. The two questions after you will go to Prentice, Aloysius, Yelese, Mr. Matheson, and all the other people.
And good evening, Honorable Alias, and good
Yeah,
evening
my
for those of
sister.
you just joining the show. I want to say thank you and I want to say congratulations on the courage to contest again in an election in your district. And I also want to say thank you for reconsidering your decision to have withdrawn the case from next. And this will
Mhm.
be my question. What is the margin or what was the margin between you and the representative elect? That's my first question.
Okay. I mean, this is just the question of what we will answer a per net result. Per net result. Uh, we had a difference of 857 per net result. That's what we're accepting. But anyway, let's leave it at that. Per net result, the margin is 857.
857. Okay, so now that you are accepted to withdraw the case, and which means you accept the representative elect as the lawmaker of that district, will you remain engaged with the community or are you withdrawing your support or your effort towards the district because you feel they rejected you or you feel you are not a lawmaker, so you have nothing to do with the district activity until 2029. What's the way forward? How are you going to go forward as it relates to the people of District 5?
Okay, thank you very much. Like I previously said, even as you speak, yellow machine is in the district right now, working. That means we will continue to keep the district agenda at the top of our activities because, like during the campaign, we said we among all our contestants, we are the only person that have day-to-day engagement with the people in the district. We have investment in the district, so our engagement in the district was not just because of election. We have ahead of time since the 2017, 2018, been engaged with our agricultural activity. As we speak right now, we have built a processing factory in the district. So my company engagement with the district continue. Then at the level of development agenda, the road project we initiated, the agriculture, one thing that we top the road as a priority is that to connect the farm to market with road so that our product, because working with different farming groups, working with different cooperatives and different cool groups in the district. So to continue engaging with them is to produce add value to the product instead of one maybe planting coming from Buele before you reach Secretary, then it's rotting, then nothing comes from other A. Cassava living from there. In fact, you don't have means to transport cassava from there to Bound Market because even if you transport the cost of selling a cassava will be more than the transportation will be more than the cassava. So we now add value to the process in the district, creating add value addition to food processing. Plenty will not just rawly come now, they will be processed in different form that even we wish to ask some of you that in the diaspora to serve as linkage to setting our market outside the world, outside Liberia. So we'll be adding value to vegetable, to fruit, to root and tuber, to fruit, and then to cereal. So our agenda for the district, that really, like I already said, what we invested in our district for road initiative, to have 4 yellow machines in the district for 3 months, the cost of maintaining the process, if we were to be elected, let agree representative making 7,000 or 10,000. 3 years can get all that money. But what we stand to benefit is that our name our initiated. Omer Johnson Fiado then played their role and they left. Today, we are there, we are in a district. Tomorrow we will not be there, but our name and our generation will benefit from the name. So we will keep engaged. Like right now, my technical team is in Butuo today, working on what approach. After the election, we call our technical team, and then we came up with, we will be appreciating our people. We will now move the team of Boris from the political arm to make it more vibrant and closer to the community. Meaning, we are good at establishing institutions. We'll keep that institution very active, and we'll get them involved to raise income through their activities, to maybe farming, whatsoever the activity may be, so that we can't just be the only person every day, but they too will have say in our decision and they will have input moving forward to 2029. So we'll remain a district even 2029, after 2029. If I'm going to be elected, I'll be one representative, I'll be living in the district. I won't go to the capital building because of official duty. Because after election, I'll go back to my, after the tenure, I'll go back to my company. So I can't let the company go, because the company is also providing opportunity to the less fortunate, or to the rural people.
Thank you. Princess, let's hear your two questions after you go to
Yeah,
our lecture.
yeah. Please,
No,
can
she
you
still
ask?
get
I
one.
mean, I want to know what you said. You talk about processing factory. What are you processing in the district?
Okay, our factory will be processing multiple food, but it's a food processing factory. We'll process cassava into different, we'll be even producing ethanol right there. We'll be processing cassava into different products. We'll be processing rice. We'll be processing vegetable of different kind into different products. Our equipment will be even be coming pepper and vegetable paste from right in Florida, and the district will be so outside of the district and outside of the country.
Thank you.
So we'll be
Princess,
processing
over
food.
to you now.
Good evening, Honorable Badia.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
I'm okay. Let me say thank you on the bold courage to contest in the just end by election in District 5. I must admit, on this platform, I was one of those who didn't rate you so high, even though with what we obtained from the media, I was sure that you would have gotten some number, but my prediction didn't have you captured in the top two. So putting on such a great
Mhm.
fight, you won my admiration, and let me say congratulations again. Even though you are now
Thank you.
officially
Thank you.
considered by the National Elections Commission. So last
Mm-hmm.
night we hosted a representative elect, and he said that the two of you been talking, on a path to reconciliation. Then tonight you actually admitted that there have been conversation, and that conversation only led to you and your team dropping the election matter, which challenges the result of the National Elections Commission from the outcome of the just ended District 5 by-election. So now the public is left wondering, with another case pending, with which has to do with the criminal issue, and the representative elect said the two of you last night, he said you good, you've been talking. What can you say to the public? What's your current relationship with the representative elect and his camp?
Well, thank you very much. As we speak, since we decided to withdraw our case, in fact, the representative elect, along with Senator Koga, to quote directly the representative elect, he came down to my knee and said, Bibara, sorry, forget this thing. From that time, he and myself, in fact, we exchanged number. We've been talking. Even yesterday, he called me to complain some, citizen in the district behavior to me. He also even told me about one of the clan chief in our district, to be exact, Honorable Patrick Bayo, that his son were acting very rude, which I also called and intervened yesterday. before leaving from my factory, I went and talked to the chief, and then also talked to the children involved. I also, I was made to understand from the chief that in fact the representative elect threatened to release him or his post. So when he told me that, I said no, that one is beyond me. So call the senator. I think he called the senator, and the senator was able to give him the assurance that as a client chief cannot just be removed by any other person, and which he also told me. So the representative elect that now that we have exchanged number, we've been talking. I think from my local things, we are good, except otherwise, because the issue of that you mentioned the criminal case is also, it was before the election, and we complained before the election. And criminal case in our country, there are procedure and processes leading to that. Since we withdrew the election case, we were clear. We don't want to be seen because criminal case is being, handled by the state. We don't want to be seen or to be implicated that, oh, we compromise criminal case. So we left it and make it very clear, waiting on the state to even invite or take issue, because even though we were the victim of that incident, that our property and campaign material were looted and damaged. Even after election, the truck that were damaged, people also went there and even make it beyond repair. But we accept those things, waiting for that case, because I don't want to say because I took it from court and I tell them one from no, that myself can be indicted. So I'm very clever. We advise, legal advice from my legal team, that we also remain neutral to see the state play a role into that criminal case. But for overall look, the representative elect myself are good. We can talk. He called me. I can call him and we can talk.
Okay, thank you. So, my final question would be, with the current position now in the district as a major opposition figure to the representative elect, uh, would you consider contesting in future election?
Oh, well, it just I have to answer that other question. Uh, I as an individual, yes, and my team as a team that, like you rightly said, just in less than 4 months, because we were not even part of the general election in 2023 and all the other things. Less than 4 months, we were able to make the impact. Then moving forward, 3 years to come, when we continue, we will contest.
Thank you so much. Aloysius, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Sorry for the time I spent out. I've been busy. School's about to open, and kids are a
We
lot
will
of things.
find you.
Yeah, a lot of
We
things are
will
going
find
on.
you.
So, but with my people not coming today, I mean, I just squeezed the time just to come say hello to him. And
Yeah, no, I appreciate you.
yeah, Honorable Boris Bali, I mean, I don't know how to appreciate you, your level of maturity in that district. And this is not today. I know you from way back from
Mhm.
PCS, you know,
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
your
I know.
maturity is immeasurable. And I must say thank you for all of what happened and what you did by updating and giving information to we our outside of the district as well. Because we were following, and when you're having your press briefing, coming on social media, it also gave our information or insight of what was happening, and we appreciate you for that. And one of the things I will actually appreciate you again is the changes, the political messages, and the campaign approach that you brought to the people of Booyah. And before then, campaign messages has been go and collect motorbike boys. You go in one town and dance and eat and they leave. But then you change the entire thing to development. So everyone in the race was coerced to do what you were doing. So almost
Mhm.
everybody in the race became copycat. They were copying you. Yeah, they were copying you,
Mhm.
and they start grading road and everywhere. And you are the father of Booyah Road, and I appreciate
Mhm.
you for that. And all my questions have been answered, and you will continue to do what you were doing, and
Mhm.
you will continue to engage and be part of the people as you have been. And so, I mean, there's nothing much I will tell you here than considering you the father of development in Booyah. Even with the vote disparity 800, and with all of the irregularity mentioned, and you waiving all of those things, yes, thank you. Things can laugh for that. But with the vote disparity, is not something significant that we can consider and somebody winning over 1 minute, nothing. But with
Thank you.
the sake, yeah, for the sake of Booyah and for the sake of our community, and you are decided to waive, some of those things, even though they got a criminal aspect as well, yeah,
Mhm.
have control over. But your level of maturity in our district have brought changes, have brought development, have brought attention to the people of Booyah. So I just want to tell you thank you for that. And I don't have any question to ask you. And continue to do what you did for the people and what you have been doing, in fact. And we are here watching. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much, Aloysius. Yeah, let's hear you after you, Mr. Matheson will take us home on this so that we can usher in our second guest for today.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, John, before the person come in, let me just register this thing. I think
Mhm.
to
Let's hear you, Chief.
ask for a indulgence of this platform to be able to, you know, put things together to start raising funds for Booyah development. I think moving
Great.
forward, this platform should be, looking at that. I think even me, the administrator or the co-host and the presenter here, we think we can start creating a platform. The thing that Spoon and other people doing, that you are already saying, Spoon copying your interview and pasting it like they didn't want to do it. I think we there are competition in the media landscape right now. We need to focus on the county, on the district that is the birthplace for this, platform. Thank you.
We thank you, Chief. Yeah, let's hear you.
Thank you, June. And let me say hello to everyone in studio, including the honorable man, Mr. Bali. Um,
Yeah.
uh, my, let me say congratulations to you in the first place. That was a very good fight. Um, with what just happened in the district, it shows that both all candidates that participated have a strength, and their strength was tested, and then you came second. Um,
Okay.
my question goes like this. It has become a norm in our society, especially Liberia, where after election, an aspirant, if he or she loses the election, will say, "Well, I spent my money and I didn't get to win." So would disappear for some time, and then will reappear during electioneering season. So my question goes like this: How do you plan to be? Let me put it. How do you plan to keep yourself uh, engaged with your community?
Okay. Thank you. For me, as a leader and as an administrator, I'm very good at transforming situation. My coming to learn my in this country was through the public sector. When we returned to the country and went straight to government after the Civil War, 2006, we were employed and then we worked for the government up to 2017. And then we left and joined into the private sector. We also transformed ourselves, adding value to ourselves. That value that we add result was seen just in a going election as an independent candidate with no support from anywhere, any institution. We did what we did. Evidence are there. So now that we will be living outside of the politics, moving to 2029, there are several ways we have decided to keep ourselves focused. Some of the things we were doing in a period of time, because we did it very fast, because it was a very short time, and the window for the intervention was short because of the season, we will remain focused with these things. Now that when we enter the dry season, I will have a better window for intervention. We will work. This is why I was even asking you. Some of our challenge or some of our way is to ask you, the citizen, and the well-meaning, Nigerians, Liberian, and even the global community outside there, to see reason and do one good thing in Buyao, that Buyao, the next 50 years, will not go back to that thing. In the next 50 years, they can do another good thing. There will be 50 good things that happen in Buyao, 50 good things that happen in Liberia, 50 good things that happen in a county that will not go back to it. Unlike, like my brother Alosha was just saying, politics in our days, in those days was maybe you go to the coastery, you that bring the bigger truckful of frozen material, you get a defense. But we went beyond that. The excellent that you can't just come now, you even bring Lapa, say, they'll tell you, okay, we see the Lapa, but what are you doing? Because they are seeing that people did something outside of Lapa. Even as we speak right now, I just entered Ganta this morning. I also, my health initiative, my medical support, I've also taken almost 6% for honor operation. Also, after the campaign, during the campaign, while we were doing road, we were doing the intervention. We were not breaking our air because we don't want to do it like. So what we were doing is that what impact we can make on community. So it's just that the road begin a bigger impact, but we did several things along the way. We did several intervention, health, education, and all the women empowerment. Like right now, we also identify women grouping that will be giving them, a package as a business entity so that they can turn around. Like the people who selling the roasted, let's say the raw fish and all the other things. Some of them don't even have money to take the cartoon. But we will provide a means that the cartoon will be a you pay. Only trust yourself. Once that happens, more people will be able to get opportunity to sell. More people will get opportunity to get relief, because in our district, I may not be clear with the statistics, but over 70% of our youth, more especially women, some of them, they leave that 4 or 5 children that don't have parents, that don't have fathers. Sorry. So if they becoming burden to their youthful mother, and their mother becoming burden to the parent, it's a serious thing. So we also design way, since you fall in a category, you can go further. What can we do to help you? You need to help yourself. Okay, yeah, we get this thing, come and do it. And when you do it, you help yourself, then the next person that coming behind you will have the opportunity to be helped. So these are things that we will be doing. We will keep engaged in several forms, and we'll be asking even the representative elect and national government to come in to see what can happen for this situation to be curtailed one way or the other.
All right, thank you. Jim, for the sake of time, I will stop right here. Just want to say that we heard what you said, and we put in on record. 2029 is coming, and we hope you remain keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Yelesa. Honorable Maurice, we receiving a very bad signal from your end.
Yeah. There was a low
You say you're receiving a
coming
bad
in.
signal from my end?
No, Boris. Please rejoin the studio on our Boris. Rejoin us for us to bring you on very shortly because your background. I don't really know what is happening to your microphone. But again, folks, if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Heat Out here on BKS Television. This evening, we are in conversation with Honor Boris Balie, former representative candidate of District 5, Nima County. Mr. Matheson, welcome to the show. You know, you are the next person to speak, so let's have you. What's on your mind this evening before while we are waiting for Boris to join us back?
Thank you. What's on my mind? It's all about the impact the BKS show Heat Hours is making. If you were to follow happenings in Liberia of late, different papers, different media outlets are kind of echoing our engagement with Senator Koga, which I think is healthy. It tells exactly that this platform is making tremendous impact. Uh, Kudos to all of you. I mean, that is to our credit and the credit of the good work that we are doing. And as I will always emphasize, it's better to be an ambassador in a good way for your community. And this is part of the ambassadorial responsibilities because if Liberia has to be fixed, it must be done by Liberians. If we can boast of a country, a community, a transitioning process from poverty to prosperity, from hunger to wealth, it just have to be us. Us, I mean Liberians. No one will come from anywhere to help grow your community. Not even the United States of America. So we need now to start, coexisting, trusting each other, working together, and growing a better community, a better Liberia. So I'm grateful that.
Yeah, chanting.
Yeah, Mr.
that
Matheson, thank you. Let's hold you there. We'll turn the stage over to you to ask Boris your two questions. Then we can ask him for his parting comment.
Oh, okay. Mr. Baliet, as a matter of fact, he's my in-law, so I'm happy seeing him. And I want to say thank you for your involvement. You did a great job. And thank you that you were able to agree to smoking the peace pipe. District 5 is the only place you both call home to elevate the district beyond individual interests. I think it was a great job, and the district will remember you for that. Now, my question number one has to do with your role in the county, in the district. I think I saw some of your projects, some of your engagement in Zigbee during the epoch of my election in Liberia. You're doing a good job, or you're doing well with your agricultural projects. My concern or question now is why not concentrate more on your agricultural venture, which I think will provide a broader opportunities for the people you care for, and you want to go into politics? Why representative position and not
broadening your scope of operations in the agriculture field and help win the battle against hunger and crimes.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very good question. Like to tell you, even in Zagreb this year, we're also working there. I think work started Zagreb two or 3 weeks ago, and we're also working in Sampa. We're working in Kwetu, in all other communities, in so many communities in Nimba. It's just that you came in, you said you are my brother-in-law, but I didn't listen to your introduction to know who was that person. But let me
My,
accept you as a brother-in-law.
my name is Mafasin David,
Oh, oh,
Danieta,
oh,
big brother.
oh. No, my person, actually, I didn't hear you come in. No, you are right. You are right. Okay, you are my brother-in-law. My person, is good that you even serve in government position in our country. Our country problem is the system. No matter what you do, that the way we're doing well in agriculture, we are a private entity and private individual here. If our agriculture stakeholder like this in America, I will not even think on becoming president of the United States. But because in Liberia, when you're not near the power, my brother, I don't care what you do, you will just struggle to see yourself because the system has not provided the opportunity that independently outside of government connection you can do things in all in Liberia. So some of us wanting to go into government, more especially in the elected position, because you will be serving as a board of the government. Becoming a member of the parliament is the becoming member of the board of government. The board determine how the government run, how allocation is made, all the other things. So the Ministry of Agriculture that even govern us as a government entity, they still have problem. Then just think about all who are the farmer or the private businesses in the sector. There are a lot of constraints we can go through. But to release that, we wanted to get closer to power. We have had the experience, the practical experience, the hands-on experience. There are some ministers, some directors appointed in government, they don't even have fun. But they are playing key role. They are making key policy. These policies don't really represent the actual people. Sometimes they take farming scenario from Kenya. The farm that have been established by the state master since 200 years ago. That farm is doing well. So they want to take that scenario to bring it to farm that is not even established here. So we've been fighting to get to government to bring the actual scenario of farm and agricultural activity here. So that when budget coming to us that represent agriculture, you say you lay, for example, you lay 1,000 hectares. We know why it takes to lay out. From the technical local team will tell you, say, my brother, this is not possible. Let's do 100 this year, at least in 100 hectares lay out. Even in this government, if you can do just 500 hectares, a layout is better. The next government, or you can your next turn, you can continue with it. That's what making us to get into politics. That's what making us to get to public space that will make policy, that will review policy. That people, when people tell us, say you allow budget, you say, okay, will you do layout in Zagreb? If you do the layout in Zagreb, what is the value that will be added to the layout? Is you have more rest, and when you get more rest, what will happen? Less hunger will be there. People will not spend more money on food because you support that process. So when we in that, we'll be doing that. So we also, like, after the election, right now, our activity is going on. Even when our campaigning, the company activity, I took leave. And my son had just returned from Israel. He took over as a CEO for the period of our own leave. After the election, I went back and now serving as board chair. ATA. So these are things. My first thing, you know what just like you in America, you know what I'm talking about. Even the Guva, Ikpetuo, So when you do these things, people who are ahead of you, mayor to low like buku men. So we want to get there to tell the policy maker that this is the real way to go. That's why we wanted to get in politics. But agriculture is our way of life now. Our in education, we make impact. You were there when I was there. I
Yeah.
left from there. I'm not in the private sector. And we're making impact. So we wanted for the ordinary people verse to be heard. We were the verse of the verseless going to the parliament. That's why even when we're right now, I'm waiting on a representative elect, whether you accept the working document we have, because we prepare a working document, creating, revisiting all the acts, the art that created education, the art that created agriculture, even the health. People who are employed with the health ministry, will tell you say things now were then. They will provide services, they are saying things now were then. Getting on people they provide service for. So my team, my technical team also work on the team. But we have that. And we'll also be hoping on even the senator or whosoever that we can pass the knowledge to them, that they will work on it until God gave us the opportunity, because in the minds of the framer, the way we think and we develop in a document, people who will give it to us will not think like that. Until God can give us time, we'll get there and make impact and go. I mean, Brazil then was here, they know more. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, but second question will be short. If I'm not mistaken, this is your third time contesting for the seat of the district. I would want to know in the both, I mean, in all three attempts, what lesson did you learn and how are you going to do it differently next term so as to look appealing to the people for your endorsement? What
Did you
lesson
hear
have you
that?
learned and how are you going to do it differently next term so as to enable the people see you as someone who is electable?
Honorable Boy, is he there?
I think he's fighting with it.
Hello? Hello? Anybody? Honorable Boris, are you there?
I think the network is giving him hard time.
Okay. Yeah, I think his network is actually giving her time. Let's see. Go off and come on.
But the blue dump man is not here tonight, so I don't know why he never is giving
Oh,
Shadrach. But
Sadra in the back.
Alfonso,
Yeah,
Siawete is missing action. I hope Siawete not hiding somewhere.
maybe he's engaged today, maybe, but I don't know. Uh, I'll have to go to the chat room to know why he's absent.
All right.
When people that what we find ourselves, they're just going up and on.
Okay,
At
now
least
now that you are back, did you hear a question?
no, it went off. I didn't hear a question.
Okay, Mavasi, can you reiterate?
I said 3 times you've attempted.
Two.
3. This was the third time.
Mm-hmm.
What lesson have you learned and how are you going to do it differently next time so as to let the people see you as someone who is electable?
Well, for the sake of peace, I would just want it to be, because the question came earlier. We have accepted the result from the election commission to move on from where we were. We will not want to go back, but I feel this very going election, from two lessons learned from the two past activities that what even brought us to where we are today, that we have to even accept, the result. Meaning, there are several things that we are learned. The first thing, in fact, one big thing that has been taken care of in our district is that Boris Badi is from Tapeta, is not from here. When he win as a representative, he will go to Tapeta. That play in the corridor from my entering into politics in district number 5. But that fear have been, broken. Either those who play around now are not too, ceasing to play that kind of propaganda or to know how to play it. Because if you play I got a bigger investment in the district. If you tell me, say, if I win, I'll go to another district with a seat. I'll be going in a district with a seat with my investment. No, with my involvement. No, the role I'm being, I'll take it to district number, I think number 9 because Tabata is really no. Now that people have understood what we've been telling them, that why they voted the way they voted, but we are accepted the result. Moving forward, they will know us. Even from the way we talk tonight, other people will say no, even though they may have not heard him before, or in fact, I will not hear in a mainland, but the way he talk, from the way we talk today, other people will make judgment. And the way we will engage, keep engaging the district, the different front, like even our own team Boris had now been elevated to a team of alliance of minds. So that different people from different parties, from different movements, from different friendships, all of them coming now, will not be going supporting me as team Boris or Queen of Boris or friends of Koga or friends of Wana or friends of Disney Quest Koyen, but you'll be going as a alliance. That also
Thank
have
you.
value to you. So that they kind of approach.
Thank you. Thank you. John is our other guest in the back, or we should, because
Yeah, let's
one of our follower say we should ask the question I wanted to ask you.
okay,
If
go
our
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of our follower from Bon County is Don Miller. He said I should ask you the question, Boris. He said, Honorable Boris, now that you are accepted the election result and withdrawing your case from NEC on electoral malpractices, do you have any plan of working in this government? That the first, the second one, you say, Honorable Boris, are you telling the public that you won the election and gave the position to another person? If yes, do you expect the citizen to have trust in you again? That's the two questions you ask.
Okay, thank you. Don Miller. In fact, Don when I first, posted or withdraw after the negotiation, Don post that I had was that uh insult to uh legality as Boris Badi accept job promised by Senator Koga and VP Kun. It was Don that said that. He posted that. So to answer Don's question, uh what we were looking for, why it's true that we were looking for a job, but right now we are employer. But as a human being and citizen, peaceful citizen of the country, we will be willing to serve in any capacity that will help develop our country. But we are not looking for a job in government because we withdraw case from election commission. We contested the result because we were not satisfied. But election commission is the body responsible to superintend the election in our country. They brought result because of peace sake. The negotiation, the different call that came to us, we put the district first. After we are invested all, they didn't announce all as a winner for us to say, oh, say we winner, we giving a position to another person for our electorate to say, oh no. It's the very electorate that told us, hey, my brother, this year that election, leader won. We saw what happened in the district. We've been having election. The very election, what happened? But forget it. So we forgo it. We are
Thank
not
you.
pronounced winner to say we live in a job, but we forgo it for the sake of peace. So I can't come out to say I win when I'm accepting result from election commission. I'm not election ballot to announce myself as a winner.
Thank you very much. It's a nice time having you on the show. In 2 minutes, can you give all your party comment? Maybe you wanted to test something that you did not say.
Okay, thank you. What I want to say to every one of us as citizens and listening to this program, the peace of our country is very expensive than any other thing. It's expensive than any other thing. That even the 14-year war we fought, that we are not being able, after so many years, we are not being able to recover. So we protect the peace of our country. What I want to say is very big thank you to people who were involved into this election. One way or the other, those who supported or even those who didn't support us, because they never knew us. Some of them, in fact, in the case of the election support, fair or the men who been in the row, that lately people got to know that this person that been in the row is Boris Badie, because people didn't think that individual were going to do that thing. To the extent that they even tie or connect all with Musa Belete, with CDC, and all the other things, which were all lies. What I want to say is moving forward. Election is process, it will always come. But we should be able to be very mindful with our election in a country, so that the players of the election will feel that yes, the election is the way out. But when citizens start thinking that election is not a way out, it's not a good thing for our country. It happened in 1985, we went and we saw the result. This time, it have happened in district number 5. According on everyone to forego the election have passed, I have accepted the result of the election. If you supporting me, if people talk to you that I didn't want to talk to, just forget about it. There are some of you that fighting because someone tell me, say, if that stupid man, what you do? Sorry for this, expression. Yeah, I didn't want a stupid man, lead that man, let him go, or lead that person. So that peace can exist. Because the farm, the agriculture thing we're doing there, when peace not there, we will not have the time to do it. The food we're producing for people to eat, for food to be cheap. If we don't have the peace, we will not do it. And I'll also call on this platform as my recommendation, y'all please create a kind of idea that all of us can be part of, so that the district that gave birth to this institution will be proud of the institution, that we can even build a better radio station in the district as a team. We can even improve on the communication system in the district, the health sector, everything, so that at least we as a people, the bad thing about us, we're sitting right near Ivory Coast. The way the life of the people in Ivory Coast, if we don't even meet up with their life, that means we're not something we are country. We need to show that, yes, when you go to Buto crossing border, that first road to go there. Before you go in there, it's just like you go on a farm. That is an international road. We need to start looking up to central government need to come down. We will be going for major election in 2029. Let's learn from this and improve on election processes. Any a cause for us to, revamp or amend some of the election law that will give hope to the hopeless, the electorate to go into the process. I think the government can take the lead, and then we can make sure that our system be credible. After election, that people say, yes, this election was the election. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much, everybody. It was a pleasure having you here. You welcome anytime you want to. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
John,
you.
over to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Afanso. Thank you, Honorable Boris Balia. Thank you for being here tonight. It was a good show with you. Hopefully that you will join us here one of these days to discuss issue affecting the district. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye. Folks, that was the voice of Honorable Boris Balia, former representative candidate of Electoral District 5, Nema County, speaking to us this evening about the electoral process in District 5, Nema County. But again, we are trying to bring our next guest on the show. He's not connecting his device camera. Therefore, we cannot bring him on the screen. So, Sis Lorena, please reach out to him again. Tell him that the camera space on his device, you need to click on it to enable his camera so that we can bring him on the screen. If not,
Yeah,
the thing will not.
he said when he log in, they say connect without mark. So because of that, well, for every time he connects the micro, I mean the camera is just blank. So I don't know.
So he has to allow it because
You need to
you have to
allow it.
allow you have two
Say,
options. He needs to select allow.
say, say that.
He needs to select allow because there you have two options. So he just need to click on allow.
I don't know.
Please reach out to him again. I'm kicking him out of the studio. When he rejoin, they will tell him to
Yeah,
allow his microphone that he can do so. DK White, good evening and welcome to the show, Chief.
What happened? They also causing problem in Labua. Oh, they just put it together, be causing problem. Doma wants to get an appointment in government because he on the show, they not get an appointment.
Nobody was giving me job. Now they show me didn't give me job.
My man, Tigger, we online. Or we not causing trouble. We online.
But that was I'm saying. Doma appointment was in a week. He came up BK and said, "Oh, I want to know BK." But what my saying now on camera, you can't be off camera and be talking. We'll pull you out of the studio. What kind of mental behavior is that? Anyway, gentlemen, everything. How was our first guest? John Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Alfonso, over to you. Let me go in the back.
Yeah, it was good. He expressed all of the grievances and the process leading to their quote unquote reconciliation and forgive. I mean, leaving the case in carry to NE, abandoning it through the intervention of the senator.
Many hard case.
And,
Don't plaster. Don't design many hard case. Why is this
but
Why is disagreement?
thank God he wasn't here to come put fire on gas.
Many hard
Very
case.
hard case.
Oh no!
The man
Oh
say
no! Our representative.
he won
Our
the
representative
election.
here yesterday.
The man say he won the election, but just for peace sake, he got
The way power
yeah.
street and I who will just give it out and ask people who our job we are people.
Yeah. Even Musa Bede that say when a party now win, when a Canadian win, when he win, you will leave it. The man when he saw it, he say,
I'm growing a pan.
I can't agree my pan now. I can't leave that play. I can't print this the one we're gonna leave it again for what? The man when he hold it thing.
Generally, what happening? What happening? Why that be talking until the person come? Why am I seeing all the Nima chat room? What's going on?
What going on is the issue about Senator Koga. Senator Koga session on the show. Other people claim it to be early. Even myself say it was early to make a session.
But your business. That your
Yeah, but
business. Who cares?
that's my opinion. That's my opinion
Can
now.
you
That's my
call the
opinion.
guest by phone?
That's my opinion now. Yeah. Prentice, you ask
We
you
want to see
call
the
him.
gas face. We want to see the gas face. The way he have
He
that kind
got
of deep
he
profile.
having trouble with his camera connecting.
You not got laptop.
Even the
Yeah.
laptop, everything I told him log up. So he says it's not connecting.
Trying to
The
restart the
camera.
phone. Like use your phone. Then restart the phone and join again. Let's see.
I said laptop. He
But
just for
laptop
the
can be
house not too
restart.
much.
Anyway,
But
you
be a
know
phone
what
and
I'll show
send
ya.
him.
Mama, our girls are born in the BBC era.
Say that?
BBC era, born before computer.
No, he didn't school the things and Larry Younger was school. He school after that time.
Uncle
You
Larry
see,
will be here tomorrow. Uncle Larry will be our guest tomorrow. Anybody I talk about Uncle? When you come tomorrow,
So,
So,
but yeah, but I went to school before computer. PC. He's
so
educated, but he didn't know how to say THE on laptop. So like anything. Now bad thing at all.
you see how again, can you printed that you brought the whole thing here.
so, my man, while you wait for the guest, I said, what happened in Doma? You share something in the chat room. What happening? What are we hearing in Nima? My person, you have any idea? You buy your app.
okay,
Your app
okay.
is within
Yeah,
and outside. You
yeah,
both
for
know a
me.
Koga man.
There's this information, but not from a reliable source. Because yesterday, Gowa came up with one information, and before the end of the day, the COS in the office of Senator Koga had to provide clarity. And it is the same Goba, the senior political advisor to the CMC political leader that is running. He shared, yeah. And I think at some point in time, we need a red checkpoint for this kind of misinformation. But he
No,
shared
but
an information.
Doma, I know you want to erect checkpoint. The thing Goba share. Koga himself is sharing that same information for Koga number. The only time somebody will say you don't want to believe it is mini Koga phone was very hacked. That information Goba
Okay,
share, Koga himself is sharing it.
he shared, did he share it with you or any member of the platform? Because I
You're
want
using
us,
your phone, right? If you are not using your phone, go in the chat room then. Koga himself
yeah,
is
because
sharing it.
so in the chat room, I saw Goba share it. I didn't see it from the senator.
Yeah, I saw it coming from the senator number. He WhatsApp number. I saw it not too
Okay, so if
long.
you saw it coming from the senator WhatsApp number, then it is an information that I think you can provide to the public. Because for me, I
No,
saw
I
Goba
think
share it, so
I think the
I would not want to
senator
consider.
was highlighting that information shared by Gopa as a disclaimer. I don't think he's sharing it to me that it's from him because his chief of officer was clear on it. That's
No,
Gopa's
no.
making.
So DK, I'm talking about another information that coming up tonight about some
So Doma
miscellaneous.
and myself on the same page. Doma, the information you're speaking about for tonight is the one I'm talking about. That particular thing you screenshot, Koga is
Yeah.
following it from Koga number.
Okay. Okay. Then you can provide the information because for me, I didn't see it from his account. I saw Goba sharing it in the all member agenda chat room, and then again Goba is Goba, and I didn't just want to run with it like that. So we needed some verification. We needed to verify the information because here we're not just supposed to run with gossip. So if you saw it from the senator contact, then perhaps it could be something that you can share.
Dige,
I still don't believe that
I
information
want to find it.
is
I
from the
want to find
senator.
it to screenshot it from where it is. Then we can, yeah, because when I saw it first, somebody said, don't believe Goba. But I saw it. So just hold on.
so
I'm
what's the
using phone and not on
information?
laptop.
So why is the
Which one?
information? The information you're talking
Which?
about.
So you didn't see
We
what Doma said. Y'all gonna be behind time, still be asking, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
for me,
if you see it from the
I was
senator,
out.
can
Oh,
we
is
share?
somebody talking?
mm,
No, you can come in, Mama.
Larina, yeah, you are talking.
So for me, followers of politicians, most of them love this kind of thing. They love for there to be chaos or some form of conflict. and then they use that time to take information from one politician to another to gain favor or to get small money. I was telling Senator Coker, I say this time people will say something the VP is not even aware of. So I think if you have issue, the best place to go is to the elders instead of somebody coming, because what I saw in the or Nima general chat room, a coordinator, I don't know, one gem store, one who is the one who took the information. He was in the meeting and he took the information, to the senator. And so instead of people trying to see how the issue can be resolved, whatever issue they can be resolved, people want it to intensify. And obviously, we know somebody that go by who is a political advisor to an opposition leader will want it to go wild the way he taking it, because making the statement he making, if whoever become president, and I will lie and blah blah blah, because their intent is VP Poon should never be favored by President Bouaka to ever endorsing or to ever become president. So whatever happens, no matter how little it is, they're going to run with it because they want to make sure the senator's mind is pressing against Vice President Kuhn so that there can be division that they can use to infiltrate Nimba. So I was telling the senator, if you saw most of the time I was putting my camera off, I was talking to the senator, I said, some of those things the VP might not even know about it. There will be people who want to give favor for either of you. That will come and take information from you. Someone will go to the VP and say this and say that. And for me, if I go to the VP and say X, Y, Z, that if I call Senator Koga, whatever he says to, I'm not going to use that to talk to the VP. People should learn to just set up, no matter your age, you can settle dispute between leaders instead of people using it as a means of another hustle grant to take money. So she just give me the I will do the it's very, very wrong. I was telling him. So DK White, you are close to the senator. Please reach out to him.
DK,
he we know the VP is the VP, but Senator Kuka is only the VP. And so some of these things you go to him. I want to see the VP. What happened here? You should be able to verify information. And I also want to also say people who are supporting Vice President Kuhn, we all support him, but we shouldn't support him and to the point that trying to defend him. We want to also get on the throat or on the neck of Senator Koga. It will cause problem. Like today, somebody made a post. I tried to tell them to bring it down. They didn't want to do it. So I went to Jacob for office. I said, people, Jay, please help me. And I told him, I showed him the post, and he called the person. The same thing I was saying, you were arguing with me. When Jay called him and explained the same reason, you brought the post now. You cannot defend the 5% more than the EPS. And also, we should all see this thing that is happening as something that if care is not taking away effect on us. Also, we should find a way that it will be settled instead of people taking news from the VP, carrying it to the senator, and vice versa. For me, I see it's very wrong. As far as I know, like he said tonight, he said, Mama, trust me, I am done. I'm not going anywhere. I'm done. I didn't need to say it. But then why people still taking news from here? If you want to be a journalist, go to UL do mass communication, go to another university do mass communication. At least when you're having a microphone, hear your mother and they will understand instead of being, yeah, man, being different profession and want to practice different profession. Please, people should not do this to us. That's how I gotta say on this matter. Like I said first,
so is that
nobody
is
is in
that
the
DK
situation to.
DK going to get DK
Yeah,
going
that
to
DK
get
D-
boy
some
is very
messages?
DK want being a see gossiping shoe, taking information
Stefanso,
from
Okay,
so they want that.
for
Stefanso,
me, DK.
Yeah.
I was just in the back.
Uh-huh.
I spoke with the senator just now that probably he will speak to us maybe on the issue tomorrow. But the screenshot that we're seeing is true. He sent that screenshot. I mean, he wrote that message, and he's
He confirmed
accusing.
the message.
He confirmed the message. Yes, that him
Then
and
read the message. Read the
Can you
message
read a
out, and I
message?
think
so quote
or
unquote the
we can
message
project
here
it on the
is
screen.
It's still in my phone like this, but let me. I will project
Just
it on the
read, you'll
screen.
do that later, yeah. Or you can share
Now
on
it
our
said
platform too.
these are our Nima brothers. These our Nima brothers were saying planning against me, how they will find someone to harm me and also destroy me on the social media in favor of Vice President Kong Iskoga. Now, I tried hearing from him whether he knows those people' name, if he could mention their name to us publicly. But we seen a picture of those guys, but he said he will speak to us on the issue. So as of now, we hold it as it is, and maybe we can discuss it as, let's say, hearsay for now. But it's true that he wrote that message, but he said he will speak to us on it.
So, am I clear? So I don't know whether you
Yeah.
guys are on the phone. I put it in our chat room.
You
Yeah, so
loud.
I think it's in one Nima. And you guys are in, I know one Nima. I think that's the chat room I saw it in.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
one
some
Nima.
Nima
Lorena
Junior.
was saying whether we are close or not. Lorena, I left Koga office almost 10 years ago. Koga and Kun are my two big brothers. I respect them equally. On the show, we come here and do our professional work, take our hand for him, whatever that happening. That's it. But again, on the show, we want to break news. Where it comes from politicians is good for us. We do that without fear and favor. So again, I tell anybody, I'm a member of United Party. Koga and Kun are not.
Yes,
I'm a
so
member. I've been member
I
of
reached
United
out to
Party.
the
Hold
senator.
on now, mama. So I'm not speaking to both of them like I'll be taking information from this way. There are so many people in Liberia that can talk to them. They are all our big brother. They need to settle it soon before it go off air. To be free. The media thing and everything. Say we did that thing. We interview Koga here. None of us have publicly say anything about it. And so we just interview and that's it. And whatever information that were in the air, we wanted to clarify from Koga. Koga said why he said Elawekun to clarify all the others in Nima to settle their differences. We had no free to fry in their stuff. As far as I'm concerned, we had no fish to fry in their stuff. So I think that's just my opinion. But with what is happening, like your messages is terrible. If they don't rescue the situation very soon, they will get off hand. People that are close to them, that the two of them need to listen to, they either call off their doors and barricade them, tie them somewhere, and something. Because if all of them have their propaganda people out there, it will be difficult to handle. Whether it's with the Koga man, whether it's with Kun, they need to do it as soon as possible. That's it.
And
Thank you.
and
Um,
okay,
I
okay,
come in this
Junior.
1 minute. I gotta make this announcement 1 minute. Our guest, Mr. Avatus Nyamiane, will not be appearing today because of the time. We got roughly 13 minutes to go on the show. Probably he will appear tomorrow so we can discuss the issue. Over to you now, Apprentice.
Yeah, Junior. Just on the note that DK ended. To be honest, the Vice President, Senator Koga, have to play leadership at the moment because, like I said here, I find it hard believing that that message originally emanated from the senator. Because when it comes to credibility, Goba is not one of those that I would normally give credibility to when it comes to the kind of information, most especially in his new role as senior political advisor to the CMC leader. But now with the confirmation, it leaves everybody with the fact that there is tension mounting. Both leaders have to play leadership role, most especially our vice president. Even though he's a younger brother to Senator Koga, but when it comes to leadership structure in this country, he's in an head of the position now than Senator Koga. And as well, Senator Koga too has to play his own role. Because from what we're gathering, like you were talking about some of the names in the screenshot there, there's a chat between my brother Bob Katu and somebody that I don't really know. Not much details you have contained in that screenshot. And in the chat room, I saw Bob Kato, Alfonso Cotto, and Ralph Sonkado. Ralph Sonkado said he was one of those invited to the meeting, but he didn't attend the meeting because he had a conflicting schedule. So according to them, the meeting was scheduled purposely among professionals, most especially young professionals from the country who are in the government, because they said NIMBA professionals. And for me, there's that we have NIMBA professionals as well in opposition. But the meeting, you can tell clearly that they were all folks from the government. So professionals from the government within the in fact from NIMBA. So Bones was to find Senator Koga by Sunday so that they can address the situation between he and the vice president. Then somebody ran with, wrong information to the senator. So that's why from the beginning of this show, I said, when it is time to discuss whether Senator Koga, the timing of his remark on the show was perfect. Also, we will get into it. But I think it's getting off hand, and the two leaders have to play leadership role. Because in the kind of instances, the supporters are mostly emotional than the followers. In fact, the leaders. So if the leaders are the ones following the direction of the followers, then we headed towards chaos, and we will not see a quiet NIMBA anytime soon. So
Thank you,
I
Printers.
would very hope that the two of them can sit and talk and play leadership role.
Thank you. Mr. Matheson, let's hear you on this. I think you can combine it with your parting comment. From there, we go to Madam Lorena.
I think some of the things that are happening emanate from followers, because since the BKS show, I know the number of calls I've received with some harsh question asking as to whether if I'm part of the BKS show. Now, if you can see question like that for an ordinary harmless person who has paid his dues to making sure that we have a unity party government of today, who himself is living his private life, then you will want to know why we go towards other people, from which my aggravate Senator Boga and his followers. But what I can say is that Boga's interview, to me, if you want to see it from a leadership standpoint, I wouldn't see it as an attack. I would see it as a reminder to put things in place. Because NIMA stands to lose on a larger level if we refuse to put our house in order. And it's so unfortunate, when Senator Johnson passed, there were statements or remarks from people in Akaras and other people from opposition claiming that NIMA is divided. In the absence of Senator Johnson, there is no united NIMA. Everybody will have their share of NIMA to carry. We have not gone even a year or two. If we come to legitimize that kind of statement, it will mean we are not ready for any serious thing or serious role any soon. And to those of us who have access, I think it's about time we use our asset in a positive way to many our differences and putting NIMA together. The reason some of us are now hurried whether we get job or not based on the level of work we did is because other Nimbayans are working. And whatever benefit they get is to the glory of our county. And some of those who are working are our friends, brothers, young people, many of whom see us as, factor of respect. And so we are happy to see them excel. Because in our own private corners, we can do what we can do for ourselves and our family in a responsible way. So they say, yes, say, I say, we should trade it for united NIMA. That's why many a times when people try to misconstrue one NIMA to, a cool agenda, it hurts me. I come in swiftly and harshly because NIMA is beyond a VP Kun. He was just fortunate to be in his space, and he's one of us. And so, irrespective of VP Kun or Senator Koga stands NIMA, we need to do the best we can in our own wee way to resolve the situation, to call the both leaders home and whom we should remain. We are not far from landing. We are near the port of landing. We've already put our landing gear on. We should not injure the flight. Let the flight land. If you are not in the national space, you will not know how the rest of Liberia looks at NIMA. But those of us who are very visible in student leadership, national youth leadership, national youth movement, you will get to know that the display of what you just see during contest meet is just the tip of the iceberg. And it's because we are progressive people. So we should allow our unity to be a part of our progressive nature. So I think it's a good show. We've done our best. If not for this show, what has been fragmenting wouldn't have come out. Now that the show has unearthed some of the situation, I think it behooves us now to step in and resolve the issue. And I personally love the timing because we still have tons of time, on our hand to make the intervention required to solve the NIMA's problem and get a united, strong, focused, and well-meaning NIMA. So I say thank you to all of you panelists. I'm happy and glad to be a part of this platform and a part of this show tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Matheson. Let's hear you, Madam Lorena Duncan. Let's hear you.
Yes, I think it was a great show, and thanks to all our followers on Facebook, thanks to those in Radio Land, thanks for listening, and thanks to the panelists. It's sad that our guests couldn't appear due to technical issue. We hope we'll have time that you will appear so that we can ask him all the medical questions we want to ask him and what happened in our nation as it relates to health. For the issue that has to do with what came up in the chat room tonight, it's sad. And I know there are people who are supporters of Senator Koga. They want to protect the senator even more than his mother who have protected him. And there are people who, on the other, they are not actually supporters of Senator Koga, but they want to use the situation, make sure it's intensified because they want their political party to find a space to come in between. And there are people on the other hand who are supporters of Vice President Kun, who also don't want to sit and let this attack, what they see as an attack, against the VP to go unnoticed, or they want to retaliate. But all I can say, as a person who see the both person as my leaders they are, I am disappointed and frustrated. I think the first thing the senator went on radio was wrong, and I called him, and he said he's not going to take any airway again. He's done. He has said what it is, and he's done. But then when I saw the message in the chat room, and then I'm like, Kubase, is coming from you, but WhatsApp is also a media, is another platform informing people. That's a group chat, so the people who take information between the two persons, I think you're not helping the situation. If you actually are a supporter of Senator Koga, you shouldn't be doing that, because the man, you're making the man to feel afraid, and you even feel afraid in your own home just in case maybe cockroach or rat make a sound. He gets afraid. People have come to attack him. Don't make a man afraid in his own country, in your own country. The joy I would say, in my own country, people try to attack me. Don't make a man to feel that way. Let's stop this thing. Let's try to see how we can reach out to the both people, encourage them for maybe the elders to come in to have this result. Because before now, all I thought and believed is what the senator myself thought was that he had said what he wanted to say, and he's done, and he's not going anywhere. And he has no intent of attacking the VP or fighting the VP or separating. But with the new information coming out, then somebody there wanting to be more Koga than Koga himself, it's kind of frustrating. And I hope people will be able to reach out from it, and talking to him will be able to reach out so that this thing can be resolved. I will also see if I can call the honorable vice president. And for him, he's not saying anything. I mean, he's younger, but he's also the leader. So maybe he can reach out to Senator Koga and say, be ready, say, why they come? Because on Monday we were all at the same program, and they accept them food, and they were laughing, talking, even the money he took her to give, I think the people who cook also, he handed it over to Senator Koga. So I didn't see anything that fight also, but then I'm just so disappointed tonight, and I hope it can be resolved before it gets off him. Other than that, that was a good show, and thank you all very much. We hope to be here tomorrow again and discuss what concerns Liberia and Nima.
Thank you so much. If it wasn't because of those people that bringing us the leak chat and all of that, if Senator Koga is not appearing here to say dissatisfaction, we'll not be sitting there. For me, I love it. Let them continue. Let them break the news. I'm not a politician. I'm here to break the news. When I saw this one tonight, I was very happy, thinking that the senator will appear here again to say something. That's it. But you guys are politicians. You can tell them to stop. That's politics. But once they are breaking the news, I love it. Let them break the news. But all we need in Liberia is one Liberia, one Nima County, and that's it. If y'all do anything down there, I stay right here in East Africa. I settle myself quietly. Let's hear you, Afonso. Take us home.
You already feel telling the people where you up to. But anyway, it be a good show. I came with what's on my mind today on the issue of
With
Senator.
Tepo Kigami to saying
Yeah, yeah, the issue of Senator Koga, the issue of Senator Koga and Kaume and Pe. But we continue to highlight Senator Koga and Lee Komiape aside, but let me let Lee Komiape because we're going to discuss it later on. But with the issue of Senator Koga and the VP, in my own opinion, leaders are people who act at last, not at first. Because you got to hear the crowd, you got to follow all of the leadership, pill, you got to swallow the pain and follow all of the bureaucracy and see if it not work. If it doesn't work, then you come down to the public for the public court to judge that. But come first to the public court when the issue escalate the way it escalating, then you go now close door to settle it. Sometimes it show the limitation of all the characteristics of which type of leader you are. That's why I have problem with Senator Koga. I bursting the information first on social media before going to close door to say you will not say anything. But yet and still, every chat room in part of people will be bringing information and going out. That's why you see the emergence of social media. This technology now in Liberia. People have to be skeptical on who to share information with and how to share information. You know, since we started the whole stuff about Senator Koga, you are not hear the VP Kun spoken of anything because he want to show his little maturity in this. Maybe he got something to say, but he will say with the elders or call the aggrieved person to talk to. When it don't go away, you will not see him say anything or another generally asking about that. So I expect Senator Koga to at least have that kind of constraint as a leader, experienced leader since 2011. Experience in the legislature, I expect him to have that constraint and follow what to do because he's one of the elders in that particular place. Next to say me and I think something like that. So I don't expect him to come first. But then what the young boys are there when they do now, I don't know where he will see. That's the problem now. So I'm not against you say send you only sitting here waiting for the news when you can you happy because they are politicians. But for me personally, I would not be happy to see my leaders in the county going along here or having disagreement on social media. Everybody have that kind of thinking about them. Not correct.
Let me ask you, Afonso, give your honest opinion, right? Do you think that this is a big deal as you guys are taking it? The senator just said something, and he clearly said that the vice president is my brother. We came from a very long way, but there are some things that he's doing that don't satisfy me. For me, I believe that that's calling for reconciliation. That's like calling for a dialogue. But the way you guys are overemphasizing the thing, making it feel like we were.
John, actually, John, we are not overemphasizing it. For me, I'm not over. What I'm saying is, all of these things should be settled the other way first. They get the first way to settle it. We are from the traditional background. Koga knows that. When they were carrying the body of Senator Johnson to bound, Koga know the town they stopped in and they said generally shouldn't go there. Why? Because we are from a traditional background. There are other traditional things that had to take place before the information go out there. So why is it that Senator Koga that is being backed by elders, that is being backed by traditional people, having the kind of situation, don't go to the traditional people and the elders first. If they cannot settle it, then you can come. But you have to come first. You see there? So elder had nothing to do with but no, don't say that. Elder had nothing to do with political discussion, but elder had something to do in how they call it electing you. Is that what you say? Why would you say that, Jim?
Listen, when it is a personal issue between the vice president and Senator Kun, then the vice president and Senator Koga, then they can take it to the elder. This is my opinion.
So which one? Which one the issue is this? Not personal.
This is not a personal thing.
Why would you say so?
No, Alfonso, you gotta stop overemphasizing this thing.
The man says somebody is overlooking him. Then you say not personal. It's personal.
It's not personal.
The person is not overlooking the country. It's not bro. He's talking about himself.
Listen, if in my mind, the vice president has every right to overlook any other person below him in the country, with the exception of the president. The vice president can overlook anybody.
Pigi da get me
Even the
confused ka
senator,
ya.
the vice president can overlook that person. So that's
Pigi
not
da
a
get me
personal,
confused
that's
ka.
a
Ya
political thing.
ya kana menu a upia de go pie do de gbe afigi that real monkey jump from tree to tree. Pigi respect. That's
Listen,
true. So I'm
it's
just kidding.
yeah, you'll stop emphasizing this thing. The senator said, me and the vice president were together today. He gave 100,000. I divided it. I took the plenty part because I'm the big brother. But again, the vice president is doing some things that I'm not satisfied with. When I tell him some things behind closed door, he can't do it. He won't use me the bad ball. What is it that a person on her? So he will go to Ella and say, oh, Ella, the vice president, when I tell you something behind closed door, he can't do it. He using me like bad ball. Is that what you guys want?
That's what I'm telling you now. He's not supposed to announce that in public first. That's
No,
what anger him. What anger him? What anger him is personal. That the personal issue he have with the vice president because the vice president treated him in that point manner. So since that is the case, can you call one of your brother or one of your elder to say, oh, you see what the vice president is doing to me, so they can settle it? No, he did not. But instead to bring it, you see how you gone. You see how you gone. Majority of, let me tell you personally for me, I have not been in the interest of Koga from day one. But majority of went in the interest of Koga because of the vice president, because of the statement the vice president made. No, but I will tell you. I'm gonna tell you the reason for we went. No, I don't want him to have that intention that the way we all went behind him, it is because he's popular. It's not that he's not popular. So you should know that.
Let me hold you there before you say something that will not be good for the show. I beg you. You are
Okay.
always
Okay.
So let me hold you there.
Hold me there. Thank you for holding me.
Yeah, it was a good one. Because
Sarah G La.
the recent leak audio. I mean the recent leak.
Mama put it on. I say you hold me. You're not putting on now.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was really a good one. Hope to see all of you guys tomorrow so that we can have a wonderful conversation. Big shout out to all of you for the show on YouTube. Those of you who follow it via Radio Line in Buto is surrounding. Those of you who follow on Facebook. It has been a wonderful one. Get you guys tomorrow evening, same time.
Yeah, at least you put it